Hello and welcome to this bonus episode of the Talking Locs with Locitude podcast. I am your host, Ade Balogun, and this episode is produced by Xavage Media. In this episode, you get to meet the Locitude team a bit more intimately as we turn 6 years old. But first, I would like to give you a little bit of a background on how it all started. In March of 2014, I started a blog partly because my Locs had this whole new attitude going on with it, and there were no other Nigerian bloggers blogging about Locs from a Nigerian perspective. Writing the blog made me research more on styles I could do to my hair, which led me to discover Loc Appreciation Day, a worldwide initiative by Q chemists, basically for people to appreciate their locks, obviously. I hosted the very first Loc Appreciation Day on the African continent in June of 2014, and this event, along with the blog, gained some attention, which then led me to open a physical studio in 2015. There have been many twists and turns, happy moments and sad moments, points at which I felt like quitting, and times where I felt like this is definitely the best decision I've ever made. But more importantly, I haven't done it all by myself. There have been amazing people who I appreciate so much that have helped me build this company from the ground up. And without further ado, I would like to introduce you to Team Locitude 2021. Hi, Team Locitude.
Hi.
I'm so happy that we're able to do today's podcast, which is Letting the World Meet Us as a Team. We're going to be 6 years now, or basically we've just turned 6 years, July 1st, 2021. And this is a big deal because 6 years ago, we literally did not exist. And now there's almost 7 of us working out of Lagos and trying to open up in other parts of the world. And the company is basically growing and growing and growing. So I want us to be able to express ourselves and people to get to know us a little bit more intimately. And there's something that I think it's the Bible that says it actually, that the first shall be the last and the last shall be the first. So, Boluwatife is the newest member of our team, so I would like her to go first. So, Boluwa, can you tell us a little bit about how you feel about working at Locitude?
Yeah, I feel blessed, and I feel good working with Locitude.
Yeah.
All right, that's great. So right now, I would like Mariam. I know Mariam is very, very expressive. Mariam has been with us for about 3 years now, or a little bit more. Mariam, correct me if I'm wrong.
More.
Okay, yeah. Mariam, can you tell us what Locitude means to you in this last 3 years plus that you've been working with us?
It has been great working with Locitude. For me, I see it as a learning point because every day I learn new things and it inspires me to do more in my own personal life and in Locitude. So every day I want to progress, I want to do many things, and thank God for having you as my boss, because it's not just about the hair. I can see how you've been progressing every day of your life, which is a very good example for us. So I think it's not just let's come and do it, it's like a learning point as well.
Awesome. Awesome.
My head is swelling.
Mr. Rojjah, we don't need you to be ad-libbing to us. You're supposed to be the llast person because you're the first standing staff.
I'll let you know, but like I'm happy, like I'm motivated.
All right, Mercy, I'm coming to you. Mercy, I know you're just a little bit older than Boluwatife in the business. You joined us just before Christmas in 2020, and 2020 was one of those years that was like difficult for everybody in the world. What has Locitude been like for you?
For me, I feel good, I feel happy, and I feel comfortable for here. So I just want to say thank you to you to be a boss to me also.
Oh, that's awesome.
What? You not say thank you.
Okay, to Mr. Rogers.
I can sense that Mr. Rojjah is bullying us on the phone call. Mr. Rojjah, if you're not careful, there's what, 5 women on this podcast, so be very careful so that we.
Well, I'm very loyal. We don't.
So, Blessing, we're coming to you now. Blessing, can you tell us what Locitude has meant for you since you've been with us? 4 years now, plus.
Yeah, 4 years. It has been a long journey. I'm happy to be with Locitude even till now. Locitude has been a big part of my life. I know where I started from, literally from nothing. I learn every day from Locitude. Locitude has even improved my life. Like, I can't even begin to explain. Grateful for having Locitude, and also having you. You are my mentor. Like, first thing when I think about some things, you are the first person like I think about. Oh, what will you do? Sometimes I just try to like put things in perspective. Of, okay, if he's my boss, what will she do? And then I see myself growing. I see my thinking expanding, because that's what you've always taught us to do, not just to do the hair, like Marian said. Mr. Rojjah also has been. In fact, he's not a manager anymore. He's a friend. He's like a father. He's a brother. He's an uncle. Locitude is everything to me. Locitude is family to me. I mean, even at home self, not feeling fine, I'll be bored. I want to resume back to work, and that's because of the energy, and then the people that also come here, the caliber of people that also come here. Locitude has impacted a great deal in my life, and I'm grateful for that.
Mr. Rojjah, I'm coming to you now, and I think it's important to let the larger world know the story that the first day we met in June 1st, 2016. Yeah, so just over 5 years. And that day you came for your interview, I was frustrated. And when I say I was frustrated, it meant that I was done. With my background in architecture and almost 1 year of like trying to do this salon thing and provide a service for people with locks, and working with a couple of people who had frustrated me, I was done. I was going to close the salon. And Rojjah, I'm taking your story from you, but I will ask you a question. So what had happened was Rojjah came for a pre-planned interview that I did not know would hold, because I was like, you know what, let me just go and think of my life and think of what I would do. And at the end of that interview, Rojjah was expensive compared to where we were. And I was like, okay, it's not like I can even afford you, but I like you. Let me think about this, and I'll let you know what I decide in 2 weeks if I want to go on with this business or not. And an interesting thing happened, which was a customer came in just as I was about to close up and go back home, and Rojjah noticed that I was the only one in the salon to attend to the customer, so he offered to stay and assist. That interview started at 9 a.m. on June 1st, and Rojjah did not go home or leave the salon until about 7 p.m. He literally closed with me because customers kept coming and we kept working. And at the end of that day, I looked at Rojjah and said, can you come tomorrow? Let's just start. So I almost feel like that was a reassuring point for Locitude, and I'm so happy that 5 years on, we can still be in this business together and growing it together. So Mr. Rojjah, what does Locitude mean to you?
Okay, boss. Thank you, boss. Do I even know what to say? Okay, so Locitude is a baby as far as I'm concerned. I don't sleep at night, wake up in the morning and say I'm going to work. It doesn't feel like I'm going to work. It feels like I'm just going to try and take care of what belongs to me. That's how I see Locitude. And I see Locitude that if I fail, Locitude fails. If Locitude fails, I fail. So that is
how I see Locitude. I don't really talk about it when I'm out there, like, okay, this is where I work or something like that, because it's just, I feel like Locitude is me. I'm Locitude is part of me. And to be very honest with you, the reason why I'm able to feel this way is just because of my boss. Like, I remembered during the interview, you said something to me like, there's no aristo anywhere. There's no
Sugar
babalai that will
daddy.
be giving us money. There's no sugar daddy. It's whatever we do. Now we go chop. I was like, okay, let's do this. So, I always say this thing, and that thing, it's something for me, because I've always been looking for a place where I'll be able to express myself. And I understand that in Nigeria, not so many people really understand, like, how to work with people, especially, salon business. There are so many bosses out there. No offense, they will tell you that this is what I want, this is what I want, I want to run my thing. And if I have a lot of things to offer you, and you are not even allowing me, do my own thing too, it's something for me. I'll feel very, very timid. I will not be able to express myself as I should. But you gave me this opportunity. Like, even if you don't agree to something, there's just a way you just tell me that, Mr. Rojjah. See, the fact that you even call me Mr. Rojjah is just so funny. Just make me feel come out like very. How can your boss, someone that's paying your salary, be calling you? So it's still coming from the point of being humble. So I just, like, I'm this kind of person that whatever you do to me, I will give you the same energy. Yeah, I don't like to do bad to people, but if you do bad to me and I don't want to do bad to you, I will just move away, so that I don't want to change my person. But Locitude has impacted so much in me. Boss, you don't know. Locitude has, I don't even know. I don't even know the right word. Locitude has done so many. Is it the set of people that I meet in Locitude every day? The kind of conversation we have. Like, now I can go anywhere and talk about so many things, except if I decide not to talk. Like, I've met so many people in different areas where people are talking about celebrity or something. I'll just be smiling in one corner. That we see them, they come here. Do you want me to give you their number? Like, so it has been Marian said, that it has been a learning point, and I'm still learning, because part of my own core value is the moment you stop learning, you are dead. So, and I also want to say a very big thank you to Team Locitude. Rojjah cannot do it alone. Ade, our madam, can't do it alone. From the old staffs and all, to Blessing, Marian, Happiness, Bolu, Mercy, and even the more, because I feel like we are still going to get more people coming to Locitude, because we are still going to have more branches. So I know without these guys,
we can't do it.
There's no Rojjah. We can't be here. So it's not just, I understand that, yes, somebody has to be the leader. But because I also tell them every day that because I am the manager does not mean that I know better than anybody. I'm very open. The way my boss has been very, very open to me for ideas, suggestions, and all that. So it has been really helpful. Locitude is life. Locitude is what. I told somebody something yesterday. I even forgot that we are going to have a podcast. I told somebody that, that there are so many people that they'll be working and be earning maybe like times 10 of what I earn. But I feel like they are not as happy as I am.
Happiness is everything.
Person, and happiness is everything. Money is good so that you can, have a bit of comfortable life. But I don't think that money is everything. Like, happiness is very, very important. Leaving my house in the morning saying I want to go to Dolphin Plaza, I feel very, very okay and happy. There's no time you call me and I'll be very sad to pick your calls. And that's another thing.
I'm glad of everything that we've heard, and I know that this is not what they call that thing, eye service, what's it called? Jeez, Rojjah Ajayi. It's not Rojjah Ajayi that we're talking about. Yeah, it's not eye service that we're paying, or lip service that we're paying each other. I genuinely feel like what you guys have expressed is exactly what I express and what I personally also tried, the energy that I tried to give to the team, and it's genuine, it's coming from a genuine place. So I know we've talked about all the things that we love and all the things that, how Locitude is so good to us, but there are some times that this business has frustrated me. There are some customers that will frustrate you. Miriam, this question is for you. When you have a difficult customer, okay, I don't even know which of the scenarios to paint, because there's like a ton of ways that a customer can want to express themselves that may appear difficult when you don't understand each other. How do you deal with a difficult customer, Miriam?
Okay. Right.
Oh, Miriam, you do this every day, so go ahead. You can give us a scenario. You can give us a scenario of a customer that completely came, and the kind of trouble that they gave you, and how you handled it, and how everybody ended up smiling at the end. I know you have some stories there.
I don't know how I do it, but it's interesting and amazing how you are just patient, and the person say, okay, A will work for you. Say, no, I want B. And you end up trying to preach, talk, and at the end of the day, the customer come around and agree with you, and you guys start laughing. So for me, it's kind of, when I'm dealing with a difficult client, like my colleague used to say, difficult people like Marian. I don't know why, but for me, I just see that as a mountain. I would be like, you know what? You're the least of my problem. I must convince you. In my mind, that is what's going on, and I will never give up till that person later agree. And at the end of the day, we become friends. And when they come, they'll say, "Oh, I want Marian to do my hair." For me, it's very tough at that moment for me, and I'll still be laughing because I cannot show the customer that you are giving me a difficult time. But it is what it is. I don't know how it happens, but for me, I don't always give up. I'll be like, okay, we'll see where this will end. And thank God, it has always ended well. And at the end of the day, we just make it work somehow.
That's my girl.
Okay, so I have a particular story that kind of broke my heart from Locitude, and I think I've told you guys this story a couple of times. It was, I would even say her name, Chioma. She was a very good customer. She left the country a few years ago. And we had an interview, a TV interview. I don't remember what company came to, or what establishment or media house came to interview us. So this media house had come to Locitude, and she has very full hair. At the time, I don't think I would have even classified her hair as micro locks, but she had full hair and she had tiny locks, which was, when she enters the salon, you go like, yes, I have work today. But I used to be so excited to do her hair because of how thick and full and long her hair was, and I would do all these wonderful styles. So on this particular day, we had a media establishment interviewing us for something. I was so happy to practicalize with her hair, and I did my whole styling magic, and I was feeling very happy. And then she left. So the next appointment she came, I was like, oh, I didn't actually have enough time to ask you, did you like the style I did for you the last time you came? And thank you. Did you rock it? Did you enjoy it? She was like, no, it lasted as long as all the other styles you do for me. And I was like, huh? What do you mean? And she says, yeah, every time I get to my car and you do my hair, I just take out the style. And I was like, I don't understand. She was like, yeah, you're always very happy to do the hair. I always see how happy you are, so I don't want to disappoint you. But I don't like the styles. I actually like just one style. So when for me, that lesson, or the lesson I took from that experience, was that, you can be a fantastic hairstylist, but if you're not doing what your customer wants, you're not getting it right. Blessing, do you have any similar experiences that you'd like to share with us?
Well, not really, because I think first of the way I handle customer that I perceive as difficult is, I believe that people first of all want to know what you're doing for them, and that's one thing that, if anything, Locitude has taught me. You always have to tell them the product. I think from the first conversation, you have to make the customer believe in you, right? that's to just understand that you know what you are doing. I think once they start perceiving that you know what you're doing, they kind of feel more relaxed. And then when it gets to the styling process, of course, you have doing one thing and they're telling you no, they want another thing. And the way I handle that is as part of Locitude core value that I've also taken into my own life experience, customer satisfaction. So I always make sure I ask, as I'm doing it, I'm carrying you along. So even if we get to the stage where you are not liking it, you already tell me, and then I'll take it down and start afresh. And then I will always say to you, if you're not happy, I'm not happy, and we're not happy. So I think that's how I deal with them. And then at the end of the day, I don't have too much experience with difficult clients because I always carry them along, and that's what Locitude has taught me.
Awesome. Now, I actually want to talk about another part that people normally ask me about. You know, when people enter Locitude Studio and they see all of us and all of us have dada, they're like, "Oh, you forced all your girls to do dada." Now, please, I'd like the world to hear. Please, why did you choose to lock your hair? Miriam, I'd like you to go first.
For me, the first week I start Locitude, I lock my hair the next week. Like, nobody convinced me. I just like it. I've always liked locked in my own way, and I know that at the end of the day, I will end up doing locks. So when I come to Locitude, it's just like swimming in the ocean. I'm like, okay, you know what? I'll just do it now. So it just grows. So that is how I end up locking my hair. Nobody convinced me. I like it. I choose it.
Yeah,
So
I actually remember something from you locking your hair. I remember that you bought locked jewelry before your hair even locked. That was very interesting. Can you remember that?
Yes, I do remember. And then I love my hair so much that if I just see any jewelry that I like, I just pick it. Sometimes I just pick jewelry on the floor and put on my hair. That is how much I love my hair. Right?
Okay. I believe there are two people that don't have locks yet. Mercy and Boluwatife.
Three.
Mr. Rojjah don't have locks.
At the moment, actually, Mr. Rojjah told me that he met one woman that he wanted to marry that told him that he should go and cut his hair, so he cut his hair. But that the woman left him, so he's going to lock his hair back. That's what he told me. I don't know, Mr. Rojjah, you can confirm or deny. But Bolua, do you think you are ever going to lock your hair? And do you feel like you are under pressure to lock your hair because you work at Locitude?
No, ma'am. I'm not under pressure locking my hair in Locitude. But before working here in Locitude, my sister had locks, and she was before I finished my secondary school, she was like, "Well, lock your hair now." I was like, I will lock my hair. But later, seeing her hair later on, I was like, since I'm going to lock my hair because I'm liking the look, I'm liking everything about it. She said, I told you before now. So working in Locitude, I just said, well, I'll just lock my hair. That's why I actually had this low cut now. Then I'm going to lock my hair.
Okay, that's awesome. And Mercy, I remember during your interview, you had this big full head of relaxed hair, which, what was nice. And I remember that I was in shock when I noticed that you chopped everything off and cut your hair to the ground. So let me even ask, do you want to lock your hair or you just want a low cut?
I want to lock my hair, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Then why do you want to lock your hair?
I just feel like locking.
Okay. All right. Great. Mr. Rojjah, why have you grown your locks, cut your locks, grown your locks, sold your locks? So, what is going on? Why did you lock it in the first place? And why do you, for some of us, I've had mine for 12 years now, and I've been toying with the idea of cutting it or cutting half of it, and it's difficult. But you've cut half of your hair, sold it, regrown it, joined it, made it fat, made it thin, and right now you don't have locks. But I know you're planning to get it again. Can you tell us a little bit about your own relationship with locks?
Okay, so first thing first, I feel like whatever it is you do in life, or maybe that's my own opinion, you are your number one customer. So of course, when I used to work with a few people before in the beauty industry, they used to, all my bosses always had locks. So they would tell me that, Rojjah, locks will really look good on you because you have this thick, kinky hair and everything. But because I never really just see myself locking my hair, but when I started working with Locitude, the reason why I locked my hair, just one reason. And I did not start with comb twist or any of the methods. I decided to freeform it, but I only just control it, so semi-freeform of a thing. It's just to prove to my clients that you don't need products to lock your hair. You don't need anything to lock your hair. Your hair lock by itself. And I am a brand ambassador of Locitude. So I need to be proud of myself. I need to be proud of my hair. Like, people will see me on the road and say, "Oh, I love your locks." I say, "Yeah, that's what I do." I know your hair is very thick. Yours can be thicker than this. Do you want a thick locks or something? So, and when I'm speaking to a client, I feel like when I'm talking to a client, because I also have locks, they feel connected. I use my hair as an example for most of our clients, especially the starter lock clients, that look at my hair, I've not done anything. The same way we use, sorry to use this word, madman walking on the street. Like, nobody really, like, they don't do anything to their hair, that they have locks. It's the same way I can also relate to my own hair. Look at my hair, look at my undergrowth. I've never done anything to my hair, and I do have locks. So that's also how I feel. So that's the reason why I decided to lock my hair. Not because I am working with Locitude, but not because Locitude forced me to lock, but because I know that, if I lock my hair, I'll be able to, I'm going to be a good example to other clients. And it has been really, really helpful. Now that I cut my hair, so cutting, locking, I'll cut it and I'll let people know that, see, if you cut your hair is still going to grow back. So it's not that serious. So, boss, that selling part, it's not like I was broke, but the offer came, and now that I'm a big boy, Locitude manager. It's not easy. So I sold it because the offer came, and I decided, okay, let me just take, because I knew that, okay, you can always grow your hair. I'm still a young boy, so I can always grow my hair anytime.
May your hair continue to grow. Go on.
Yes. What did you say, boss?
I said, may your hair continue to grow. May you not get bald.
But I don't know if I should say amen. No, you know they get bald for our family.
Yeah,
so
but
the reason why I even decided to do this now, this what I have on my head. I went to Ogun State to pick up some things you sent to us, if you remember, and I actually took bike. That place was far, so there was dust and everything. So when I go back to the studio, my hair was red.
Wow.
So I told Bolu that, please just help me wash my hair. So she shampooed my hair, and of course I like to keep this my short locks, because all these girls, they like it, and girls have been telling me that I like it. So I've been feeling cool. So if I not to get money, you shall go like something for my body. So okay, so they like it, and without one cowrie, I said, let me just do something very, very unique as per Locitude boy now. So then, as we are trimming the hair, and I told Bolu, keep trimming. Then Bolu said, it's too low. Even Blessing was inside. So all of them kept saying that it's too low. Mr. Rojjah, do you want to finish your hair? Then I collected the result from Bolu, and I cut it on. It was a 1 second decision. Okay. But because I know that I can always go back.
Okay, fair enough. Blessing, I think you're the only one who has not answered the question yet, but before you answer, I know that when I started my locks, Locitude was nowhere in the picture. I did it completely for convenience. My life was hectic at the time, and I could not understand sitting there in the salon for a long time to do my hair. So I was under the impression that if I locked my hair, I wouldn't have to do anything to it. If I just lock it, it would lock, and then I'll be free. And in many ways I am, but it was a very wrong impression. When you started with Locitude, you had this full, nice, I can't even call it an afro, but it was a long fro, a long big afro, and you used to do the 2-strand twists, which were very lovely, which I feel like I've never gotten a chance to do that with my own hair, because I went straight from relaxed to locked. So, and those loose natural hairstyles are usually very beautiful. Why would you opt from that to locks?
So the first thing first is when I started Locitude, I wasn't even in my head. I wasn't even registering that I will eventually lock my hair because I just want to just keep twisting. But then I started locking my hair because of the convenience. I just said, okay, fine. If I lock my hair, I won't have to be going through the stress of loosening, combing, washing, twisting, and then my type of hair is very, very kinky, and it can be painful because I have a sensitive scalp. So even with the locking, it was just a coincidence. I just started. Victoria was at the salon. Victoria was still with us at the time, so she was the one that even started it. We just twisted it, and then I left it. But I was very intentional about the twist, but it wasn't for locks. It was just twist it, but section it. But by the time we finished, I just said, why will I lose it again? Let me just start. But then I left my hair without doing anything for few months. And then I remember my ex's mom at the time just looked at me one day from the back and was like, do you know you look like Ogbanje? It's Ogbanje children that used to carry this kind of hair. And then I looked at her, I was like, it's my hair, it's what I want to do. And moreover, this is my job. If I can lock people's hair, why can't I have locks? And, she just looked at me like, no problem. I'm just saying, it would be nice to relax your hair. And I think that was even what gave me the ginger to say, you know what, do your worst. I'm locking this hair. So, and it's been an interesting journey so far. I've never had the need to use a wig. I think I might have done that once, and that's like a very long time ago. Yeah. So I've always rocked my hair, anywhere I go with my hair, and now my hair is lovely. People look at my hair, don't even know how I started. I'm like, your hair is nice, it's consistent, it's skinny core.
That is
So
great.
I'm happy with where my hair is now. I'm happy.
Awesome. I actually did not even plan questions for this interview, so I'm excited, and I actually don't. I want to keep it short and sweet because it is a bonus episode, and I think Rojjah had mentioned, some of the stuff that come before us. That passed through Locitude. Let me not say come before us. I've passed through Locitude. You also just mentioned Victoria, so I think now is a good time to actually mention the names of the people who, in one way or the other, helped build Locitude, no matter how short they stayed. And I think the first person was Lara. Lara was the first person. No, actually, a guy called what's his name? Pinky Lips. Rojjah, remember his name?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember his name, yes.
Well, he used to call himself Pinky Lips. So there was a Pinky Lips that worked with us. He was the very first person that worked with me. He didn't last very long. We didn't get along in terms of personality. But that was like, the first experience I had employing somebody to work in the hair care industry. And there was Lara, who worked hand in hand. I would say for all of us who are at Locitude now, Lara is the one that's, really puts in a lot of energy to help grow the business in the very beginning from 2015 to 2016. And I know she came back at some point, was it in 2018 or so, or 2017? The years are now so many, I can't remember. There was a Tanwa who also worked for a very short time, a period of 1 month, but no matter how short the time, it was a contribution to Locitude. And there was Shelby.
No, there was Tima before Shelby.
Okay, there was Tima. Are you sure? Or Shelby before Tima? Okay.
Tima before Shelby.
Okay, so there was Tima. There was
1 month. Just 1 month.
There was Shelby. There was Dada, the guy who came for an internship from the beauty school. There was Victoria. Am I missing anybody else?
There was Dominic.
Oh, Dominic, that was like a flip in the pan, man. Just very short, very, very short. Yeah, I think it was Christmas of 2018 or something like that. Yeah, 2018. So there was Dominic.
Yeah.
Is there anybody else?
Victoria.
Yeah. Oh, Ohe he basically was a student with us. And there's also Laplace de Gigi, now in Abuja, that was a student. And then the lady from Jos, Grace. Grace. So it's been an interesting journey, and there's been all these people who... Ainde, I actually do miss Ainde a lot.
Me too.
Yeah, Ainde as well. Wow, there's been so many of us. So it's been an honor to have all those people interject with us at some point or the other. And right now, I think I would be taking last words. Now that we are turning 6, we are all turning 6, because I always say all of us, our name is all Locitude. So I'm happy that as old as I am, I can be 6 years old again. So let me start from Boluwatife. Boluwatife, what do you wish for Locitude turning 6 years old in July of 2021?
I wish Locitude long life, Locitude prosperity, and anything we do, may God bless us and enrich us in whatever we lay hands on.
Amen to that. That's a prayer right there. Miriam, do you have any message to our customers as we turn 6 years old? Yeah, I said, do you have a message for our customers as we turn 6 years old? A general message.
Okay. My message to our clients is that they've always believed in us. We have clients that will sit in traffic for 2 hours to come here just because they believe in us. It's not like they don't see any other salon. There are some customers that have salon in front of their house, but because of the love and belief, and they know when they come to Locitude, they'll get their own hair done. So I want to first say thank you to them, both our old clients, our new clients, our future clients.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you to all of them for believing in us. They are the reason why we are still in business for 6 years and plan to be in business for more years to come.
Amen.
And I want to say they should keep believing in us, because we are going to keep getting better. We always learn every day here. We are going to keep learning new things, keep making them happy, keep listening to them, trying our possible best to make them happy. And that is it. So that is my message to them.
All right. And Blessing, what question am I going to ask you now? I was going to ask you a question, but I think I want to leave that question for Mr. Rojjah. What is your message, Blessing, to as we turn 6 years old, to me as your mentor and your boss?
Okay. Okay, my message to you as my mentor, Locitude herself, is to continue using your brain, your big brain.
Are you saying my head is big?
Your brain. No, I mean the brain in the head.
No salary for you.
You're an awesome person. You are the most intelligent person I've met. Like I can't even begin to phantom it. My message for you is to continue to do what you do best. You always think outside the box, and that's something that is very exceptional. Mr. Rojjah, you think outside the box. Don't worry, don't be jealous. But yeah, just continue to do what you do, and I pray that God will continue to enlarge your coast, give you more ideas, more great ideas.
Amen to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's one person. Okay, go on, finish up.
No, I think I'm just going to leave it at that. You're going to say something.
Okay, I was saying that there was one important person, our happiness and baby Locitude. We did not mention their names. I know they were supposed to be around. So there was also happiness. who is still part of our journey and just had Adrun. That's my personal name for her. I don't care about any other name that they give her. But so it will be sweet for all of us as she came.
Yeah.
Okay, so Mr. Rojjah, I would like you to, as we turn 6 years old, you are our manager. You know, one of the things I like best at Locitude is when customers come and they ask me, I want to see the manager. And I'm like, this is my manager. Oh. He's the one managing all of us. So it's always a very interesting take when, some people are like, yeah, where's your manager? And I'm like, yeah, Mr. Rojjah is my manager. When they get to know that I'm the business owner, they're like, why did you? I'm like, no, Mr. Rojjah is our manager. So as our manager, what last words do you have for us as we turn 6 years old this July of 2021?
Okay, first of all, I would say thank you to our clients. To be very honest with you, like Marian said, without them, we no go chop. No food for lazy boy. So the one important thing I would just say to our clients, this is just for our clients, they should expect better Locitude, better service. We are working on ourselves. There are days that we are in Dolphin Plaza, light power issues, that issues, this issue, but we are trying as much as possible to make Locitude a more better and comfortable and convenient place for all our clients, and better service, better expressions and all. That's what I would just say. And they should please, we are begging. We are not doing shakara. We are not the best. We are just trying. They should please keep patronizing us. We love them. We like them. If they no come, we no go job. We go pay school fees, house rent.
Okay, and what message do you have to the team, to us as Team Locitude?
So, for you, number one, boss, I'm planning on increasing your salary.
Okay, I'm grateful for that.
So, I want to try and increase your salary. And then we are also trying to, so for the staffs, individually, as we grow, if we grow, we grow together. Mm-hmm. So individually, I'm going to be more open. I'm going to be more tolerant. That people should not come to work late. I'm going to be more open. I'm going to be more tolerant, and I'm going to make sure we are all fine and good. Boss, for you, I'm actually serious about. I'm just trying to, speak to the accountant. Let's just review because you've been doing well. You've been posting and everything. So yeah, just that to pay you in dollars is something as well.
Mr. Rojjah, I'm grateful for your being understanding enough to want to increase my salary.
Well, money, don't worry. So, and we're also trying to do a bit of, replace look.
An uplift.
So yes, and so we are trying to do a few things Locitude, so that at least our client knows that all the money they are paying us, we are not just using it to buy iPhone and buying clothes. We are trying to make Locitude a better and a nicer place for them. For the team, thank you. I love you guys.
Oh.
We love you. We love you.
Okay, so
thank you very much for giving us this opportunity.
It's you guys I'm going to thank. So I think we're wrapping things up now. I guess anybody who's listening to us has a better sense of the team and how we function. And the last thing I would like to say is that I believe 100% in personal growth. If each of us grow individually, then we grow together. I have seen members of staff join the company a little bit timid and shy, and improving themselves personally by getting university educations and becoming, powerhouses. You can see their intelligence shine through. You can see Mr. Rojjah moving from one part of Lagos to the other part of Lagos. I can see him as a bigger boy. He's happy. Locitude is happy. So, I basically believe 100% in personal growth. What I will try to do is make sure that I personally also try to improve and give everybody who comes in contact with Locitude the chance and the opportunity to improve. That's one thing I would follow with my my whole body behind it. So the better we are individually, the better we are as Locitude. And I know that 6 years ago, I was standing as one person. Now there's like 7 of us, and I'm so proud that I have a brother and sisters behind me to grow this company together. And I look forward to the bountiful things and the new journeys that we're going to embark on and the new places we will go to. We joke about some things all the time, but life has a funny twist to it. Some of the things you joke about might come to pass at the end of the day. So they say be careful what you say, right?
Say it to yourself.
Yeah. So some things we've joked about, circumstances have led us to a point that they might actually do come to fruition, and those things I would like to share with the world as they come through. So thank you so much, Team Locitude, and happy 6th-year-old birthday.
Boss, one thing, boss, you don't wish me happy Father's Day.
Oh, happy Father's Day! Although this episode is going to be coming out after Father's Day, but we're recording on Father's Day, so Father Locitude, happy Father's Day. Thank you for being a fantastic manager to us, and thank you, Team Locitude, for all the effort, grace, I don't even know, everything you do for Locitude and treating Locitude like it is yours, because it is yours. So thank you very much, everyone, and you know how we do. All right, bye.
Bye, boss. Your voice is sweet in America. Bye.
Okay. So there you have it. That's Team Locitude for you. I like the way where we can always be ourselves and lighthearted. And as you can tell, I'm sure you know who our comic relief is, and that's Mr. Rojjah. Well, with a lot of gratitude, I'm very happy for how far we have come. And I would say I did not necessarily have a roadmap or a big picture vision of where all of this was going to go. But with each year that passes, I see Locitude becoming something bigger and bigger. I've just always had it in my mind that it's something I need to do. And I am so grateful for all the people who have helped us achieve what we have achieved so far. And while we were doing the podcast, I missed out some people's names. So I'm going to go ahead and do a quick roll call of the people who have passed through our doors and have helped build this company to what it is today. And I'm starting off with Martinez, who we referred to as Pinky Lips during the episode. His name is Martinez. And Lara, who I really consider like staff number 1, even though she was technically not number 1, but she spent a lot of time with me building the company. It was just 2 of us for like the first 7 months of the business, and it was with her that I actually was able to first see that there was potential in what I was trying to build. So thank you very much, Lara. There's also been Tanwa, Tima, Shelby, Victoria, Chidera, who I really loved so much, Dominic, Ainde, and Success. Thank you all so much for being a part of Locitude. This must not go without saying a few people who have come through the Locitude studio for training. And there is Onhe, Gigi of La Place de Gigi, and Grace from Jos. They all have their own businesses and are doing locks in one way or the other. And I'm happy that Locitude is also a part of their stories. There was also Dada, who did an internship with us. And to the current team that we have, everyone, I'm just going to call everybody's name again for posterity's sake. I love you guys so much. I love what we're building. I believe in Locitude, and I believe in you, because without you, there's no Team Locitude, and without our customers, there's no us. But it's you guys first. I say in my head, you are my very first customer. So a very big thank you to Mr. Rojjah, Blessing, Marian, Happiness, who is currently on maternity leave, taking care of Adun, our Locitude baby, Boluwatife, and Mercy. Thank you guys so much. I love you guys so much. My final words, I don't want to get too emotional here, but in the last 6 years, Locitude has been fortunate enough to receive some recognition. We have featured in Social Media Week, been interviewed on Channels TV, TVC, internationally on The Guardian UK. We have appeared on the BBC on 3 different occasions. I've given a TED Talk, and we've had several collaborations. probably can't remember all of them, but it's been such an honor. And in the past 6 years as well, I do know that people have passed through our doors, improved on an educational level, improved in their businesses, and basically have become, better people. So I think that Locitude is generally a space that fosters and promotes healthy conversation, healthy thought and thinking, and giving ourselves an open mind to learn more. And it's a lot about the hair, but it's not just about the hair. It's a team of wonderful people meeting awesome people and creating nice styles, and not just styles, but at least caring for our African hair in its locked form. I think I said a lot, so thank you so much for listening, and I hope you enjoyed this episode. Thanks again to our producer, Xavage Media. My name again is Ade Balogun, and there's more coming. Don't forget to follow us on social media. We are at Locitude, Locitude. We're on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You can also listen to the podcast on different platforms. We're on Spotify, Google, Apple, Stitcher, Deezer. We have an RSS feed, and we also have a YouTube page at Locitude. I hope you find us somewhere and recommend us to your friends, and we look forward to continue doing good work. And to all our customers out there, we definitely do love you, and without you, there's no us. We look forward to being of great service. So, from all of us at Locitude, thanks, and keep it locked with an attitude.